Field Trips features real field stories told by real ASCE members.
Good afternoon. I'm Tim Stark, a professor of civil engineering at the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. This is field trip number 2 for the Geo-Institute, and it involves a house that was being damaged by a slope failure. The scarp of the slope failure is shown right here, cutting through a portion of the house, and the numbers are from a floor level survey. The negative numbers indicate a drop. And so you can see the vertical drop or offset in front of the scarp here being significant. Well, it turns out this house was owned by a vice president of a major ice cream company. And the project went on for a couple of years, and eventually it got worked out and they were able to buy a new home and everything worked out. And I kept in touch with them, and they kept in touch with me, Christmas cards, and anytime I was in the area, I would visit them and so on. And on one trip, my family came with me. And so here we are. This is at their new house, another beautiful house. And during our meeting, he said, I want to do something special for the Stark family. And so my son's pretty interested right here, and one of my daughters. And he asked, just pick a day that you will be in town and a number of your neighbors and friends will be in town. So we gave him a day and a time, and he said he would arrange a special day for us. So I had no idea what that was going to be, and I didn't know what to tell the neighbors, but said, come on over this day. And so we all waited in the front yard, and right on time, this vehicle showed up in front of our house full of ice cream. And it was quite a day. You'll see kids all afternoon and into the evening at our house eating ice cream. Basically emptied this truck that day. And here's some of the kids. That's my son. Pretty happy with his first collection of ice cream. There goes one of my neighbors with a bag full. And the kids just kept coming. Once word got out that there was an ice cream truck in the front of our house, it went on all day, and just kids after kids and parents showing up. And they would just bring boxes of ice cream out and hand it out. And you can see kids and people collecting on our front yard. This is the Dibs car, which I'll talk about in just a minute. Dibs is a small chunk of ice cream with chocolate covering on it. Very popular, very good too. And they brought that for our kids to play with. So here are some kids on our front yard eating ice cream. There you go. There's my son and one of his friends going through a box of ice cream. And here comes some of our other neighbors. There goes a neighbor with a couple boxes. So this is one of our kids' grade school teachers. The grade school is just across the park here. And a number of teachers came over and grabbed a bunch of ice cream. There you go. Another teacher. And then our kids were allowed to go in the truck. Here's our 3, and they went in and came back out with a bunch of ice cream. And then my wife and I went in the truck and picked up what we wanted out of it. And then the group brought some presents for our 3 kids, and this is the director that was handing out the presents. So first are some Dibs towels, and then they got to ride around in the Dibs car. There he is. Son was too young to drive the car, though. And so we filled up the freezer in the basement, and you can see all the Dibs, the red bags and red boxes and so on are Dibs. Our kids really like those. And there's the upstairs freezer full of Dibs as well. So it was a wonderful day, really great. And kids in the neighborhood still, if I see them in town, and the parents still remind me of the great ice cream day at our house. So, field trip number 2, it was really a special day.
Field Trips is a production of ASCE and the Geo-Institute.